Happy Saturday. How are you? I hope a few of you can join me today. Let's bring this up to date. See if I can see some comments. Got a lot of interesting information. Had a really crazy dream about Trump. That was really crazy. So we're going to talk about that. But first, let's see who's here. Hi, Laura. All right. So first we're going to talk about, we have an upcoming full moon, partial lunar eclipse. Hi, Valeria. Full moon, partial lunar eclipse in Gemini on the 30th. It's already so bright out there at night. I got up, around 3 o'clock in the morning, and it was really bright already. So, hi, Larry girl. Thanks so much for coming on board. Happy Saturday. I usually do Sunday mornings, but my brother is speaking at his other church. He belongs to and speaks at 2 churches, so thought I would join him at the other church today. It's going to be a little special. So, all right, for this full moon, lunar eclipse, Gemini, the medicine card I got, let me pull this back a little bit. Okay, that way you can see the cards and the table a little bit better. Medicine card I got was bear, and I got it upside down, but that's actually okay because the message with bear upside down, when combined with the card of the day that we got for the Way of Positive Change in Instagram, is the Queen of Swords. So that is to cut through the nonsense. And bear uses discernment. It is a warning, a suggestion for you to see what you need to see and allow your strengths to overpower your weaknesses. Use your strengths to overcome your weaknesses. So it's really a great card. I know it's reverse, but it is, instead of hibernating and going within, it's still going within, but it's just see what you need to see. Get ready to cut out what no longer serves you, which we've been working on. This is much stronger than what we've received before for our, hi Jay, hi Sharon Sipe. Oh my gosh, so many of you are here this morning. It's so nice to see you. It's much stronger, a much stronger medicine for us to totem to work with, especially with that Queen of Swords. This is a really very empowering time for us. I know when you hear astrologers talk about the craziness that can come with the eclipse, with it being in Gemini and everything, it's true, but we really got some strong cards here. So it's just like, if it's nonsense, get rid of it. It's just keep it simple. We're just cutting back bare basics, keep it simple, less is more, and only deal with what matters. And just, hi, David Curley. So nice to see you. So discernment and use clarity and the ability to use strengths to overcome your weaknesses. It's a very important message today. Queen of Swords, no nonsense. Okay, so let's go into the dream I had now that a lot of you are here. Hi, Estelle. Oh my gosh, it's so great to see all you guys. Okay, so the dream I had was really crazy. It was in and around some sort of conference room, so some sort of conference room in a hospital where I used to work, but it was a party. It was a party atmosphere. And Trump was there, and he was just having, I don't think it was like an alcoholic drink, because I don't really think he drinks. I know he does other things, but hi, Angela. So he was having this drink of something, and there was other stuff going on. And I thought, why are you even here? Why am I seeing you? And he said, I just thought I'd chance it and come down here. And I was like, okay. So then he reached over somebody else's hand and he picked up a cigarette and he lit it. And I said, why are you doing that? He said, because I want to. So it was kind of like a risky move or careless. It was risky and careless behavior, right? I mean, I'm not getting, if you smoke, that's all. I used to smoke, especially if I had a drink or something. Like in crazy days. So, but he only took a few puffs off of it. And then instead of putting it out in the person's ashtray, he threw it. He like flicked it off to the side. And I said, what did you do that for? And he goes, because I don't want it anymore. And it was like, okay. So then he took off he got all hot and diaphoretic. And he took off his jacket. I didn't think he was diaphoretic at first. I didn't see the sweating. So he took off his jacket, outer jacket, and then he wanted to put it back on. And then he took a few steps towards the elevator, and then he came back like he was going to put his jacket back on. Then he turned around, and it was a whole bunch of indecisiveness. It was like starts and stops. I want this. I don't want that. I'm careless. I'm going to take a risk. I don't care who sees me. I'm not going to do it a proper way. I'm going to change it. And so then he went up the elevator. And I thought, okay, he's having a problem because he's doing this on jacket, off jacket, on jacket. And he's uncomfortable. He's clearly uncomfortable. And I told someone else, another nurse, he's uncomfortable. But I didn't really see him become diaphoretic at first. Then he started to. And then these other 3 nurses came by that I used to know that worked in the cardiac ICU. And I thought, wow, why are the head honchos here? Because it was the nursing supervisors. And I thought, that's really weird. And they walked past and then they were going up the elevator. And then there was an announcement made that he was having some cardiac difficulties, circulatory and cardiac difficulties. Now, of course, we do not wish anyone ill because that is really bad karma. First, A, B, we just don't do that, right? So I just thought I'd share that for you. For entertainment purposes only. Right, thanks, Jay. So, hi, Linda, my neighbor girlfriend. Hi, Paul. So that was really weird, especially when he just took a few puffs and then he flicked it off. It was like he was flicking off everything. And then it was like he didn't care. He was just going to risk everything. And then it was like he gave up. No, I don't want it. I thought I wanted it, but then I don't want it. And then it was this it was so weird. It was so 2020. It was so DJT land in 2020, right? That was craziness. All right, so first we're going to take a look at his health because of that dream. And I always dream a ways out. Oh, and then we're also going to I'm going to look at the Senate races in Georgia. I'm going to do a dual match off. I have exactly 1 hour to be on today before I have to join my brother at his church. And so we'll look at Loeffler and Warnock, and then we'll look at Perdue and Ossoff. And then I want to look at the message for us for this weekend, which looks to be incredibly strong. It's where things were fuzzy and Neptunian and weird energy. It looks like we're going to be able to really cut through and make some good health choices and just be really strong with our levels, higher knowledge, higher levels of discernment, feeling empowered. I think we're going to feel a really great sense of empowerment. So hang with me on that. And please email me to let me know how you're feeling, or just, leave it in the comments. That's great. Hi, Prairie. And Stephen Haggerty. Right, Stephen? I had organic pizza last night. Montelli, it's my favorite treat. All right, let's take a quick look at his health. And then I also want to take a look about Israel. Oh, that's right. So in the last video, we looked to see if there would be military actions against Iran. And it came up that there was something that was, hi, Creator TK. So there was something that was already sort of in the works, but we didn't actually get military. So that's exactly what happened, right? We didn't actually get military move. It was someone took someone out. So that already happened. So we'll take a look about Israel and the takeout to see. All right, because that was cray. All right. Of course, we have a whole nother month of 2020. Oh boy, talk about a roller coaster. But we're good. We're good. This was good. I really liked, because the Queen of Swords is decisive, good, intelligent information, and the ability to discern and move forward and cut out what doesn't serve. And the bear upside down is the same thing. Keep it simple. All right, let's take a look. How is the Don's health? DJT, how's his health? Because of my dream, and he was taking all kinds of risks. Did you see him in that chair? That was the other thing I wanted to talk to you about. I'll talk to you about it right after this. I want to focus on his health. Okay. Here we go. DJT's health. Then I'm doing that class this afternoon. All right. DJT's health. What can you tell us, angels and guides, about DJT's health? What do we need to know? Why did I see that he was having circulatory cardiac problems and taking risks? He takes risks every day, right? We all know what we're supposed to do. I think we're all, there's a level of risk with all of us. We don't all do what is suggested for our total health. And then some of us are perfect, right? That's not me. Okay, although I did eat organic pizza. Okay, this is happening. He's already being attended. There are problems already on board, unfortunately for him. But his medical team is already aware of what's going on. They've already been discussing it, and what their care plan is, where they're going with that. And he doesn't want it. This is exactly what I saw in my dream. He's like, WTF, screw it, I'm not going to pay attention. And this is on its side. So he's his own, of course, worst enemy. And he is, their challenge for his good health is DJT himself, defending himself. I want to do this because I want to do that. And you're not going to tell me what to do. And I'm going to do this my own way because he believes that he is the smartest person in the entire world, right? Listen, when this is on its side and it's in the way of the challenge, it means we lean on excuses. We're stubborn. We don't want to listen. We defend our reason for being the victim because we have the, and he does feel like the victim. This doesn't mean there isn't a reason to feel like the victim. It's just, in fact, it's acknowledgement that it is. But it's also taking some things too personally. So you have to learn how to work with the energies of that card. Hi, Sharon. Yeah, so he's just being cray. Of course he's being cray. We wouldn't expect him really to listen, would we? Sorry. Oh my gosh. So I will completely be an ignoramus. Is that a word? My dad used to say that. Oh my God, I'm turning in my parents, which is a good thing. All right, so he's just gonna, he's not doing anything of what he's supposed to be doing. And they're talking about how can we keep him from doing the foolish things that he's doing. See the risks, all the risk cards are there that I saw. The fool and the thief. They have already discussed a possible upcoming procedure. Because when we're asking about health, and I just got the chills. So when we're asking about health and we get the Ace of Swords, that's usually some sort of stent or some sort of procedure. And they're trying to tell him we need to do this with a traditional approach. And he's like, I don't want to do this maybe until, the decision on the 14th. And, with the Electoral College, and then we have the eclipse on that day. I was talking to my friend last night, Mr. B. I don't know if he's in here or not. Okay. So that vote happens with that. I believe it's on the same day. The Electoral College and the solar eclipse on December 14th, right, you guys? Okay, yeah, it might be. He's Pacific, so it might be a little early. He might have stayed up late last night or something. All right, so yeah, his emotions are out of whack, DJT. He thinks that he can just magically change things for the better. And this is also. This is also the lottery card. Whenever we get this, I have a friend that purchases a lottery card every time we get this, and she's won quite a few times. So he thinks he can just take, that's the roulette wheel, and he just thinks he can keep taking risks. That's how he feels. That's his feeling. Yeah, so, all right, we're going to hear something about it. So he's going to have a little health snafu. Now, there will be some gossip around it, of course. There will be speculation around it, of course. Does it mean this? Does it mean that? But there is a problem here. So here's an issue. And he may have to go back. This could be a little quick trip, a quick trip. Possibly back to Walter Reed. Because when we have to educate ourselves, this is the educator, as well as the Pope, they need to do another study. What's on the bottom? Yeah. So he's not following through on anything they tell him to do. And they are going to spin this into nebulous soup. So we won't get all the facts. We'll get some, but we won't get all the facts. Okay. So let's just take a quick look. How am I on the time? Let's take a quick look to see if he ends up going to the hospital. Is he going to have... stretch jacket? Hi, Phyllis. All right. Is he going to the hospital? DJT having to go to the hospital. Is Trump going to the hospital? Donald Trump, President of the United States, for entertainment purposes only. Does he have to go back to the hospital to have some sort of procedure or test? Yeah, they're looking for something, and this happens quickly. This may already be happening. He has to make a choice. Something's off kilter. Yes, this is an absolute yes. 100% a quick trip to another building. They don't want you to see it, and he's been ignoring it. And there's something that is out of balance, out of whack, or the numbers are off. Now, for me, this usually means blood pressure, blood sugar, or chemistries that could be out of balance. Okay, so that's a yes, absolutely, 100%. Now, of course, we don't, and we're just going to leave it at that. We're just leaving it at that. So that's the dream. He doesn't think it's fair, of course. Just like people made fun of him in that chair, in that press conference yesterday. I don't know what they were thinking, but I really felt in the dream, I felt that he selected that room and he wanted to be directly under the picture of George Washington. Absolutely. That was just as clear as a bell. in my dream, because he was just doing everything the way he wanted. And I don't think he thought about anything about the desk until he sat underneath it, trying to put his legs under there. We'll just leave it there. All right, let's take a look. All right, so we're going to ring the bell. And y'all, don't give me heck about my bell. I can't read without my bell. Hi, Jen Lynn. Oh, Jen Lynn, I just shared. I hope you heard. I just shared. I had a really, really powerful dream about Trump. And I just shared it with everyone. And then we did a reading on his health. So I hope you caught the first part of it. Okay. If not, and if you're just joining us, go. It's worth a look. All right, let's see. This is going to be, first we're going to do, all right, so I always put the GOP, Loeffler will be on the right versus Reverend Warnock on the left. All right, let's first shuffle Warnock for Warnock. It was a really weird dream, Jen. And it looks like he has to go back to the hospital for some sort of stent or procedure. They're already talking about it. It would be nice. You and I should get together this week and take a look at a couple people's health. All right, let's take a look. This is the oldies but goodies go to the Dems. Reverend Warnock in the Georgia Senate runoff. How will he do? Will he come out a winner? Reverend Warnock. Ooh. Oh boy, there's some sadness around there. He's worried. Okay. Warnock. Reverend Warnock, Democratic Senator runoff. Will he win? All right. Versus Loeffler, GOP Loeffler. Will she win? How will she do in the Georgia Senate race runoff? Loeffler. Will she win? David's making funny jokes and I didn't get it. I'll have to see if I can see what he said later, maybe after class. All right, let's see. Oh, let's look at Warnock first. Reverend Warnock. Okay. First card is it's a fight. All right, so he's trying. He's defending himself. It's crossed by the death card. So he doesn't want it to be the end. He knows it could bring about change. He has mixed emotions about this. It almost looks like he didn't get backing from somebody that promised him backing. David, I may do that tomorrow. I might try to come back on for 1 hour tomorrow. That is what I'm hoping to do. Okay. For a split Senate. And we'll read on Harris's involvement. Okay. Ooh, gosh. There's some sort of big old bad slam dunk going straight at Warnock. So this is some ad. Something's coming out. It's probably fake, but something very bad is coming out, and it pierces him right in the back. But Then we have some strong, oh boy, oh gosh, darn it. Okay, this is just a really huge fight. He is strong, though. He does have a lot of people that are really willing to, these are really old cards, you guys. He has a lot of strength and victory in the past. He has a strong base, people that are really going to be behind him. But there's some, in his hopes and fears, he just knows that the competition is fierce and that they will just sling swords from every direction. And he's really concerned about that. So that's very, very difficult. This is a fight to the end. And so much drama around this. They're going to really fight dirty. Now, I didn't get the 5 of Swords card. This is really hard for Warnock. All right. This is Loeffler, the she-devil. Okay. Oh, she's sort of gotten herself into a little bit of a predicament. 8 of Swords. She could actually get into trouble for something. So, and if she's behind this, he's not going down without a fight. Warnock's going not down with a fight. This isn't defeat. This is, I will, oh, thanks, me, myself, and I. That's very kind. Okay. All right. Ooh, she's trying to sling the swords, okay? Thanks so much, me, myself, and I. She is strong at her root. She's also fighting. They know this is a big fight. I mean, we'll be watching this on pins and needles, right? Wow, some of the same cards. Well, that one popped out when I was shuffling for Warnock. She's worried that she doesn't have the wherewithal to pull this off. And she may be very concerned about the loss of the president. Oh boy, she knows she's in, this is really tough stuff here. She's trying to bring this into some balance. Whoa, there's big backing here. Her cards are better than his right now. Now, as we get more close to the date and approach the actual date of this, we'll look at it again. As it stands right now, there's a huge smear campaign running against Warnock that they're coming out with, that she's doing, that she could actually get, and she knows she's taking a risk that she could get in trouble for this, or the people that are trying to help her. Right now, her cards are better than his, because this is getting, receiving help from other people. And what's on the bottom? She's hesitant about something, and she doesn't like this. It's almost like she doesn't even want to do this. And she probably doesn't really want, the offer from Trump, that, DJT is going to come, help her with the race. And she's probably like, I can, do this all by myself. Don't bring imbalance to me, you're just a petulant child. So that's probably what that's about. Wow. So we'll take a look again. Right now, her cards look better than his, and they are hitting him with something really nasty. This is going to get really dirty. Okay? So I'm just letting you know. Okay. Warnock's up against he better turn himself into a warlock. He's gonna need some extra special juju, right? Oh gosh. Okay, so that didn't look so great. Oh man. There's also a female Republican that's going to try to help Loeffler, and she has lighter colored hair. I don't know who that is. Medium brown to light colored hair. All right, now we will ring the bell over both ducks, and we're going to look at Perdue and Ossoff. Okay. So on the right, okay, will be Perdue, and on the left will be Ossoff. Jon Ossoff. Will he win the race? The Georgia Senate race. Let's give a really good shuffle. Jon Ossoff. Hi, JJ Funky Threads. Great to see you. Thanks so much, you guys, for being here. You helped me so much. My birthday, through all of the holidays. I've been able to read for several of you, meet you, and talk with you. All right, Jon Ossoff. Democrat Jon Ossoff. Will he? Don't forget to hit the like button and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Thank you so much for helping me out. Jon Ossoff. Will he win the race? The Democrat contender for the Senate runoff. Ossoff. All right, here we go. Perdue. We're getting ready to have a big cold front. We're only going to make it up to the high 60s on Tuesday and Wednesday. That's crazy. All right, well, at least it isn't tropical. Okay. Perdue, GOP, Republican Perdue. How's it look for him? Is he going to win his race? Okay. I'm afeared. Okay. These things are so hard. I have so much invested in this and I have to completely take myself out of it. All right, here we go. This is going to be Ossoff. I have to take my heart out of it. Wow, they're really going in for the kill. You know, this GOP people. Oh my gosh. That's some hard energy just to start off with. It's hard energy. I'm telling you, these two can't both, Warnock and Ossoff are not getting some of the support that they need. And I don't know if this is cash support or donor support. Something's on its side. Like, it's not going the way they want. We need to really help them. I don't know how. I mean, we'll just check into it. We'll look to see. Okay, he's been strong in the past and had people in the past being supportive, people that he knew, people out of the same party, the Six of Cups. All right, then after a brief disappointment, he starts to feel better. So today, I think he starts feeling better. They're trying to throw secrets out, though. Boy, my gosh. Excuse me. They are just going to try to spin. They're going to try to spin to win, right? Of course, both sides do that. So the High Priestess is here. Eight of Swords is here. He's a little uncertain as to the next step with this. He's trying to really appeal to the people. He might not be able to pull off one of the promises that he's trying to make. The Empress. Okay. Then the money starts to flow. They're going to try to spill secrets about him too. Okay, so that's next. That's on the doorstep. He's not sure what to do. And then he gets some good backing. Now he's on much more. Oh, thank you, Mr. Paul. Then he gets some more solid ground and some solid backing. So that is Ossoff. And what's on the bottom is trying to get to the top of the hill on a scale from 0 to 10. He's at 7. He has to fend off all of these other attackers, but this is very much like football when the quarterback throws to the receiver and the receiver has to run for the touchdown. He can't, look back to see what the other people are doing, who's chasing him, because he just needs to keep focused forward. This is a very good chance for this. This is really good. All right, now let's take a look at Perdue. So that's so funny because, that's Perdue's first card is this stable backing. And that's right at the crux of today. All right. Now, he's done some stuff in the past that's getting him quite a few swords in the back. So there's some things coming out about him. And when this is the challenge card, this means you might not be able to get past this to get up to a victory. Okay? Because he really had the GOP all up in everybody's pockets here. Yep, made steals and deals and meals on wheels and everything that you could possibly put together that rhymes with that. All right, making lots of promises. If you give me the money and the promises and you make these, and I'll make this happen for you and get your taxes lowered and I'll do all kinds of crazy, crooked stuff. So the same people that are in the Lovers are in the Devil. Oh man, there's some crooked people backing this Perdue dude. And some of them are going to go through some legal challenges. And Perdue probably has some sort of legal challenge that may be just too big to hurdle over. Yeah, there's okay, so he's coming up for he's going to be in some sort of legal investigation to past dealings. So, and those are 3 huge major arcana cards: the Devil, Justice, and the Hermit. So he's in some trouble. Lucy, you got some splaining, Mr. Perdue. Oh, okay. So I don't think Perdue gets it because Perdue's in a predicament. So he's going down. He's going to be separated. There's a big, nope. There's our card of the day, Queen of Swords. He's going to get cut. This is good. So of course, we're going to revisit this as we approach the date, the runoff date. But I just have to write this down for my records. We got Ossoff, got yes, with the 9 of Pentacles. And Perdue got 3 swords. That means no. Okay, so, and then Warnock got 5 of Wands, which is a big struggle and gossip. Big problem. And Loeffler got donors and yes. Loeffler? How do you say that? Thank you, Carrie. I really appreciate that. So we'll keep that in the record so that we can refer back to it. Okay, so those were good matchups. And we did full Celtic cross on those matchups. I'm doing a small class with 4 of you that I've come to know quite well. We're doing just going to do like an hour-and-a-half class and just learning the complete Celtic cross. We're going to do it over and over, and each person's going to do their own reading. And I'm so excited about it. I haven't done one for a while. And just keeping it real easy. All right, now let's take a look. How are we? 12:41. Perfect. Right on track. Doing good today. No nonsense. Queen of Swords. Kind of weak. Good. Okay. Insider trading. Okay, thank you, David Curley. He's going down. That is a no to the 10th degree. He has a big legal challenge coming, and it's gonna bop him right on his head. He's going down. Okay, so that was really good because that one was really clear. First one was much more difficult. All right, let's take a look. I'm going to ask you about Israel. Is Israel involved? What is Bibi's? What is Netanyahu's connection between the takeout of the scientist, with the takeout of the scientist? Oh, thank you, Cappy's mom. Thanks for I really appreciate you guys. You're awesome. Jen, let's do something else this coming week. Okay. I have a lady trying to help me with my channel, but we're really, you guys, and she's like, ask people to subscribe. I'm like, I have. Okay. So, did Netanyahu order the takeout of scientists? I don't know how to ask that any other way without saying really icky words for entertainment purposes. Okay, let's see. Let's see if he comes up as the 5 of Swords. He wanted something stopped. He wanted an end to something. He wanted to cause a transformational change. Okay. And like we saw in the last readings, there was something that was already in the works. There was something that we were already concerned about that had been in the works. But remember, it didn't show military. We didn't get the Chariot card. So that's why we were thinking didn't have anything to do with that. And it didn't, did it? Okay. Judgment. Wow. Okay. So four major arcana already. Tower, Wheel, Death, Judgment, taking a chance. Oops. It wasn't just Netanyahu. It was 2 countries, 2 people, 2 leaders. It was Netanyahu and someone else. 2. Right? 2 of Pentacles, weighing all the options. And they're in this together. So it's somebody else. So here's the important thing of this question, of this outcome. It's someone else who possibly could be harmed by the scientist continuing to do his work. So we know that could affect Israel. It would be someone else joining with Israel who could be in a difficult situation if the scientist continued his work. That's the most clear way I can think of to say this. Okay, and then they concocted this plan. And unfortunately, there will be another. So this isn't anything that goes away quickly. And this took quite some time to orchestrate, maneuver, disguise, manipulate, to be unseen, nefarious deeds. So I'm going to say he didn't act alone. Now, I don't know who the other person is. We can get into that possibly tomorrow after I do some research. Okay. And then we also need to ask tomorrow, will there be, we can do that right now. Actually, I think I have enough time. And then we'll give you the message that you need for the weekend. Excuse me. So let's see if there's any retaliation. I said that like it was full of intrigue. I hope there's nothing attached to that. Okay. I'll have to. Thanks for that suggestion, Laura. I'll have to do some. Oh, okay, David. Maybe anyone else have a suggestion who would have done that with Netanyahu? All right. Will there be retaliation on Israel? And I hope not. I have 2 second cousins in the IDF. Oh, thank you, JJ. Thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. I have a second cousin, female and a male in the IDF. You know, when you go to high school in Israel, you have to then serve 2 years either in missions or in their defense, which is, I don't know. I like that idea, but because that could really straighten out. And it wouldn't be really free either, would it? All right. Will Iran, it was good for my 2 cousins. Let's just say, will Iran retaliate against Israel? Sorry, that made me think of my cousins right away. And I was like, oh no, because they're in the thick of it. And she's been in there for quite some time now. Will Israel suffer? Okay, there's already. Oh, thank you, Laura. Thank you guys so much. So there's already a plan. Someone's already said we're going to do this, just like you said. Now they don't really see a way on how they're going to do it, so there hasn't been a clear path that they have. So they're saying they're going to do it. They're vowing that they're going to do it, but the path isn't clear. And listen, they know it could be one of 2 or the 2 together. So this has happened before. This has happened before. And they think, the people that are doing it think they can, hide behind smoke and mirrors, but they already know who it is. And it's someone, the other person pretends like they're friends or an ally, and they're not. They know beyond a shadow of a doubt with this Queen of Cups here. So they're onto them. They know exactly. I'm getting goosebumps. They're not quite sure how they're going to do this, but there's a lot of backing. This could be on the line, in an area that is patrolled. Could it be the Strip? There's news of this coming. There will be retaliation. They will send someone there. So, yeah, this doesn't happen right away. They're very upset, and they're licking their wounds and comforting themselves, but they are going to send someone to do this. And listen, with this right here, with this woman enshrouded in this, be a person who detonates something that goes into a crowded place. You know what I'm talking about, right? Maybe somebody in a burqa that it's all covered over and in disguise and you can't see it. So there it is, right there in the 6 of Swords. But that's a yes. It's gonna take a while, but this is already, they're already planning. Okay. Getting through the guard, getting through a gate. I'll have to make notes about this. All right, let's go on. 12:51. All right, let's take a look at the message. I'm pretty certain I'm coming back on tomorrow. Right around the same time. I don't know my schedule book here. I know I'm booked crazy. Because the special is ending. So several of you took me up on it, and it's full now. So thank you. I'm so glad to have met you guys. I'm making a map on where all of you are that I've had the good fortune to read for you. Thank you, Larry Girl. Yeah, actually, my website is being set up so that you can go straight on it and book yourself. We don't even have to discuss the time. That happens this next coming week. I'll tell you when it's completely finished. It's 95% finished. All right, what do you and I need to know besides the bear upside down card? So discernment, cutting out the nonsense, and the Queen of Swords, which is allows you to have the ability to use your strengths to overcome your weaknesses. I really feel this is we can really get rid of you can create some really great new habits for yourself to replace the old ones. You'll be able to see clearly who needs help amongst your friends, who to talk to, who not to talk to, what to do for yourself, what's good, you have no problem. This is such an empowering time. You'll have no problem getting rid of weaknesses. This is great. What do they need to know? Thank you, Jay. We'll come back tomorrow. Leave comments and leave questions in the comments, and we'll get to them tomorrow. Thank you, Miss Cindy. All right, here we go. Here's your message. Incoming energy. So you'll feel it very strong. This eclipse on the astrological lineup will be, it's full, it's just chock full of good energy. And places where you couldn't move forward, where you weren't able to leave a situation to head for higher ground, or to go from this ruddy water down here to this smooth water up here through these swords with a guide, now we can get there. So this is really cool with the 6. Where you couldn't do it before. They're lending you some energy. All right, so we just have to be willing to take a chance, do something new. This is also try some new adventure. So maybe some little road trips or some picnics or walks in the park. Just anything that is new, anything that's outside is a plus. Okay, you could struggle with the commitment of it a little bit, but you already have it. So I think probably the most important message with this is don't think it's outside of you. It's not if you read this book. Sometimes I refer people to books. I need books. Okay, but right now they're saying this is almost like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. You have always had the power within you. You're not seeing that you have it. You think I have to get it from this or this or this book or this guru or this meditation. You already have it. Already got it. Just make a commitment. Yes, it's been tough, but you've been through tough things before, and you've always found a new way. Here's the enlightenment, and you're searching for the answer. And this is sort of like with the bear upside down. You go within to strengthen yourself and find those inner strong personal traits and characteristics, and that sage wisdom within your own God source. The things and the people and the issues where other people couldn't get invited, or the Fox News people, or the nonsense that's going on. They're telling us that there's their angels are helping us. This is the Archangel Michael card. And this is really takes some time to, this is sage advice and balance, and it's that real sober mind of beauty, of meditation, and things that are new and exciting and outside. So this is really good, really great stuff. Balance in all things. And again, I think they're saying where you couldn't make the commitment. Now you find the inner strength with the sage advice, with the hermit, with your own inside, your own spiritual voice and strength. And you can go past and look at what you weren't able to look at before, and to bring balance to that area of your life simply by cutting out the things that are no longer serve. And then you can help someone else too. So if you pair up with someone like I do, Angela, if you're on here, so I think you are in there. I think I saw you comment earlier. Angela and I chat and catch up with each other, make sure we're taking care of ourselves. So, buddy up. You always do better. And then, if you help someone else, and there's Mr. B, if you help someone else, that helps you too. That strengthens you and lifts your vibration. So buddy up, but to check up on each other for your progress, but know that you already have this within you. This is your inner sage spirit God voice. You already have it. All right, you guys, you had the power all along. And where you may have been previously blocked, befuddled, bewildered, or just couldn't get away from this situation that you just kept tempting you, or you just kept doing it over. Now comes the guide, your inner guidance and help. It's right there. This is it. So you can keep it simple and clear out the rest of the stuff. If you didn't watch, if you're just joining us, I shared a big dream that I had. We looked at Trump's health. He's going to have problems. There's no doubt about it. He's going to end up back in the hospital or with some sort of procedure. All right, you guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Leave me questions. Thank you so much for being here. Much love to you. Have a great weekend. Keep it simple, and you're stronger than you think. Remember that. This is it. This is the time where your strengths overpower and overcome your weaknesses. All right, guys. Much love to you. Bye.